My deepest condolences to the family. I had the opportunity to meet Emanuel about 40 years ago, and we had great respect for each other, and I could always look at him as a friend. When I think of what he represented and how he represented his family and this city, it always made me very, very proud. He not only, as it's been said already, was somebody from this city, from this area, from this country, who was renowned, but it was globally. It was all over this world. And he represented this city in such a professional way that I think for all of us who knew him, who followed him, just made you warm inside. He's gone, but he will never be forgotten. He was a fighter. He was a winner. And he's our champion. I'd like to read from this proclamation. Emanuel Steward, in memoriam, Emanuel Steward, boxer, trainer, and commentator, who gave hope and opportunities to amateur boxers who became world champions. He influenced the lives of those he knew personally, as well as those who were touched from afar by his tireless fight. Born in Bottom Creek, West Virginia, Emanuel Steward moved with his mother to Detroit, Michigan at the age of 12, where he began to frequent the Brewster Recreation Center, where Joe Louis and Eddie Fuchs trained and began an amateur boxing career there. Through Mr. Steward's boxing career, he compiled a record of 94 wins and 3 losses as an amateur boxer, including winning the 1963 National Golden Gloves Tournament in the bantamweight division. Afterward, he became interested in training amateur boxers. In 1971, Mr. Steward began to train amateurs at Kronk Gym, training many of the nation's top amateurs. This part-time endeavor eventually translated his success with amateurs into a full-time career, training championship-level professional fighters. Mr. Steward also managed many of the fighters he trained, worked with, and more than 24 champions during his decades-long career. On March 2nd, 1980, Hilmer Kenty became Steward's first world champion by knocking out world lightweight champ Ernesto España. Mr. Steward achieved his most notable early success with welterweight Tommy Hearns, whom he changed from a light-hitting boxer into one of the most devastating punchers in boxing history. Inducted into the International Boxer Hall of Fame in 1996, Emanuel Steward was the recipient of numerous awards and accolades and was one of the most accomplished and respected trainers in the history of boxing. Therefore, I, Dave Bing, Mayor of the City of Detroit, on November 13, 2012, recognized the life and legacy of Emanuel Steward. He had a tremendous positive impact on this city and the world of boxing, and he will forever be missed. Thank you.